Alright guys, day 5 with no Wi-Fi cell phone towers, out metal detecting, just getting footage, and I just popped out a coin. It's literally my first target here, and it had to have been on edge. It was not coming in good at all. Alright guys, let me try to get this cleaned up, and we'll check it out together. Alright folks, this is what one side of it looks like. It looks like it was in a fire. But the other side, we can get an identification. It's an Indian. Up there it says 1 cent. It's an episode. Alright folks, on to the next target. Alright guys, new adventure today. Thank you for joining me. I'm actually out looking for a home site in a big ass piece of woods that been logged. But I am finding traces, okay? My first trace of it was been crap like this. Got a little shrapnel and lead and camp lead. Let's see. I got a weird miner's tag. I've never had one with numbers like that. It looks like it says 01-82-36 and an O for Ohio at the bottom. Not sure on that. I found a copper homemade, like copper file type deal, like a pick. And I seen some mason jar lids and what looked like it could be a hole in the ground from a cellar hole. Had a lot of iron, but this ground's really mineralized from where it used to be a mine. There's a coal mining camp out here too, so. But I have my first relic other than the coal mining tag. You see it? We got a piece of a little locket, it looks like, guys. Just a little tiny piece of stamped metal, but looks like it used to have a jewel or something in it. Let me pause you and I'll clean it up with my brush and we'll take a better look. Alright folks, I got her cleaned up some. You can see a little indent. I don't know if that was from where a rock was on it or if that meant I had like a little fake bedazzled jewel or something. It has a cool design. I'd say turn of the century up to like the Great Depression era. Hopefully there's some more pieces lying around. It's really chattery in this ground, so hopefully we find some stuff. Next target up is going to be a piece of harmonica reed. Good signs. On to the next. Alright guys, we're back. This is a 29 on the Nocta Legend. It's going to be another coal company tag. So we're going to clean it off a little, see anything on it. I see a 4 right there. Alright, my thumb is a part of a 4. That's all I see on it. On to the next. Alright guys, here's our next target up. I had to bust the iron tongue out of it, about 3 inches down, coming up 45, like a weedy would. Alrighty, see what else we can get. Ooh-wee guys, that's a heavy chunk of lead there. Wow. Rang up 48, just like in between a silver dime and a silver quarter, about 8 inches down maybe. Alrighty, on to the next target. That'll go in the melting pot. I'll melt that down and make something out of it. Now, the debris field comes up the hill and goes that way. Or comes this way and goes down the hill, one of the two. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure where the house is at. But the fields are just nothing but thorns, so I can't get in there. But we'll hunt up here on the hilltop. See what we can find for a while. And yeah, make the best of it. On to the next, guys. Alright guys, here's something you always want to be conscious of when you're out metal detecting old home sites in the woods. Watch out for these things. Aluminum shaft arrows with a razor sharp broadhead on it. That'll slice you wide open, guys. Always be careful. Gloves wouldn't even matter with that. I got lucky and seen the green tip sticking out of the ground. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it in the ground, leaning up against that tree right there, and we'll let the somebody else come out and take it. Alright folks, we're back. I'm working the edge of the hill and just popped these 2 little things out just underneath the surface, maybe 1/4 inch underneath the dirt. Not very deep at all. Little suspender clasp pieces. That's pretty neat. I'll keep them in here since they're so fragile. Alrighty, I'll see you guys on the next find. Here's a shallow signal for you. Here's one, a rivet with leather, and here's another rivet still with leather. It's laying right underneath the leaves. moss growing on them. Huh. Alright, we'll swing back over it, see if there's anything else there. That's kind of neat though. Alright folks, next target up, gonna be another miner's tag. I actually got it cleaned up enough. It was in the red clay, preserved it well. It's a 39. Right here in this little bank of a road, or where the lip of a house was or something. Alrighty. Because right over there we got Easter lilies. We got brick all through here, push that way, and then you got stacked stone right there, that mossy part. So yeah, hey, I'll take her. On to the next, guys. Alright folks, I got a last cool find before I gotta start working my way out of here. I gotta go get ready and go home, take the wife to work. But here it looks like we have something that says Edison Your Car Co. Detroit. That's pretty cool, and it is heavy. Made of copper. I like that. You can still see the enameling on it. I'm gonna go get it in some water and get it cleaned up. But yeah, this is nice. We'll take another look at this at the wrap up. On to the next. Alright fellas, that's gonna do it for me. We'll go over everything I found today. Let's see. That's our harmonica reed pieces. This is part of a suspender clasp here. Little lead ball, shotgun head stamp, buckle. Not sure on this. It's made of copper, I believe. Very heavy. Here's a little lead wing nut. Here's a little bolt. These are big chunks of lead. Little tool somebody fashioned. Okay, it's been thicker up here and thinner at the bottom. Cool little rock. I do rock hound while I'm out. Piece of crockery. 4 miners tags. Got that little heart. Whatever this is. Maybe a window crank to a truck, camper, I don't know. State quarter. That was a cruel joke. Tire valve. These 2 rivets with the leather still on. And my find of the day, which would be this, and I apologize for mispronouncing everything earlier. It's Hudson Motor Car Co., Detroit, Michigan, USA. And it's still got some of the enameling on it. That's very cool. Every once in a while I find some of this older stuff. My last one was a Chevy piece I sent to my metal detecting friend Daniel. And it was an old Chevy emblem. And I found, I think, an old Ford one before, and now this Hudson. And I found some other odds and ends stuff. I found one time motorbike. I found a Carriage Co. tag before. So, you never know what you're going to find out there. Here's another little weird blob. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Share with your friends. I was using a Nocta Legend today with the stock coil, headphones. And I just got a cheap hand digger, Garrett pinpointer. I did rig my Deus bag back together that broke. I used a couple cheap clips. And yeah, strap on my metal detector. That comes in handy. I rigged it up like I would my rifle back in the day. Just a single strap slung over your shoulder. Makes it easy and you can still swing with it and you ain't gotta lay your metal detector down in the mud. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, share with your friends. I'll see you on the next.